All right. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Spiritually Beautiful and Divine Feminine. What the fuck is really going on with your life? All right, Tara. I'd like to thank all of my loyal followers and all of my new followers here. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for all the love and support you guys are showing me. Thank you to everyone who is also in VIP. I appreciate you there. Um, if you are new, definitely make sure that you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a moment when I upload content or go live. Of course, check the community board. But I'm telling everyone the most important place for you to be is in my VIP Patreon, okay? That way, even if I'm not posting here, you're still updated on all of my psychic readings, all right? VIP Patreon is where I post my most exclusive psychic readings from my community on trending topics and a tea that everybody wants to know about. All right. So even if I'm not posting here, I'm definitely posting somewhere. If you're in VIP, you never miss a thing. All right. So make sure that you are locked in over there. There's a menu. You can treat yourself. If you like to make donations to the channel, you can hang out in the cafe. There's a tier there. It's labeled cafe. You get free readings in that tier. You get notifications of the readings that I release exclusively in VIP and in YouTube members. You also get access to my psychic prediction receipts, okay? Because I'm a psychic medium. I make psychic predictions. When they come true, I post the results in VIP damn near weekly, okay? I rarely miss, all right? Also, if you're a VIP member, you get a discount on your personal psychic reading. So that's another benefit to be in the building, baby. All right. So, let me get a little bit of vibes here, a little bit of background music. Let's see. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna just choose some randomly and hope. Okay. Here. All right, divine feminine, my beautiful, spiritually divine, beautiful feminines. Of course, I hope wherever you are, you're happy, safe, loved, and protected. Here I put a little PSA for the month of January and 2026 up in VIP. A little message. Hopefully, if you're in the United States, again, there's so much going on. So I've definitely been having to just take just rest when needed. There's it's very emotionally charged time right now as an empath, and I was telling them a little bit about struggling with a lot of the just past predictions that I made in my world predictions that are coming to pass now. And of course, everybody else is freaking out. I'm not, because I was predicting this a year, 2 years ahead of time. But it is, it's a struggle, right? To witness people not heed the warnings when you do try to warn them. All right. Here, and so and that's another reason why people are like, well, why don't you do them now? Because they're weaponized, and I'm seeing how those readings are weaponized against the public and being utilized even today. So I've just been having to really, again, just take some time, and that's what you need to do, period. I always tell my divine feminines in our exclusive community, whether it's work, your family, your kids, your husband, take care of you, because if anything happens to you, people are going to go on, you'll get replaced, okay? And unfortunately, I don't want to sound pessimistic, but just in my experience, my personal experience, I don't know what your personal experience is. You could tell me down below, the effort and the back breaking and going all out for people that you do because you feel like you want to show and prove. A lot of times, either it's not reciprocated, all right, or they don't respect it. They take it for granted. They feel entitled to it, okay? That could be some energy too. Coming into this reading, as I'm checking on the energy surrounding you, possibly love reading. I feel that someone is getting tired of some boundaries that you're holding, or feeling like they're on the outside looking in. It's kind of like, I'm tired of this separation. I'm tired of you not talking to me. So here's what they want to be honest about. Okay, we'll look into that. Something they want to be honest with you about, maybe because you are separated, not talking to them, fed up, done, or whatever the case is. Here, but let's just look in the general energy. Here, okay. Ooh, these are new, so they're a little stiff. All right, they are a little stiff. Here, and let me. All right. That's also a key too. Bells. Make sure you guys go get you a bell to have in your house. It's a way to clear away any energy. All right. Here, it doesn't necessarily have to be negative, but I can tell you, demons and spirits, they don't like the bell. All right. So sometimes you'll hear readers like, "Why are they ringing that bell?" Because it clears the energy of malevolent or trickster spirits, things of that nature. Okay. So let's look into this surrounding you and your relationships right now, whatever context that is for you. Okay, drunken binge eating, but this is in reverse. I could have I don't know if I have my deck upside down or, okay, two. All right, here. I do feel that someone may have a clue that you're not over them because you're not indulging in your usual vices or your usual um tactics. Okay, this could be also transference of energy. So say you and your person, get in a fight, or they go back to their house, or you go back to yours, or your separate rooms. You're in the room, they in the living room, or he in the basement, or whatever. And whatever, okay, with this person, and whenever y'all get into it, maybe you drink a little bit more wine, eat a little bit more pizza, snack a little bit more, you kind of eat your feelings, all right? I don't feel like you're doing that anymore. And this person may have taken on that energy, okay, here. Somebody knows that um when you two get into it or argue or whatever, you're not deferring to your usual comforts. And I heard self sabotage. All right. So because you're not leaning on these creature comforts, because you're not eating your feelings, you're not binge eating, you're not drinking and passing out on the Netflix movie and all of that, this is alarming somebody because they're like, oh, all right, maybe you've taken up healthy practices. It is the beginning of the new year, 2026. All right. But you not doing what you usually do is signaling to someone that you may be over their shit. Okay. Here, basically. All right. They may, and, as a result, they may now be taking on that energy. You know how you have a fight and you be like, damn, they don't even care. They're out, they're having fun, they're doing this, they're, going on with their day, like fuck you or whatever. But now I feel like the tables have turned, that energy has shifted, and they're looking at you like, oh, you're going about your day, you're doing this and that, not worried about whatever, not checking for me. And so now they're the ones who are drunk binge eating, or coping through toxic messages. Okay, here, all right. If this is a masculine energy that you're dealing with, okay, or vice versa, someone may be used to, again, I feel like someone's old tricks are just not working anymore. It's like, baby, that ain't cute anymore. Okay, you ain't cute anymore. That ain't cute anymore. That's not gonna work. Okay, maybe when y'all get into it, they try to charm you, or maybe they could send you a pic or something like that, like, oh, what you think of this, and they're trying to be sexy or cute or handsome or whatever, and you're just like, okay, somebody feels like you don't want them anymore. Okay. Here, you might also D could be relevant. All right, maybe you don't want the D anymore. Okay, that could be another signal. Somebody think they too fine, they too sexy, they like, oh, she could say what she want, they can say what they want, but if I give them this dick, and I feel like you don't want it. All right, and that's also got somebody crashing out like, damn, they don't even want the dick no more. Somebody is feeling it like, oh, they're not attractive, or oh, you know they're not able, and there are some men like that or women like that. They feel like, or whatever this is, but for the sake of the reading, all right, if this is a relationship, okay, some people feel like they can fix everything with sex. And I just get the feeling, yeah, like, yeah, 10:55, you may be done. It's like, not this time. Not this time. Okay. They sending you a pic. Oh, what you think about this? Okay, or maybe you don't even open it. Okay, like, damn, they didn't even open it. It ain't no. So it's some type of behavior you're doing that's signaling to this person, like, oh shit, they're serious this time about whatever you're standing on business on. Going as yeah, okay. Somebody may have bitten off more than they can chew. Somebody may have said something. Somebody could have stuck their foot in their mouth. All right. Somebody could have said something that they can't take back. Somebody could have made an ass out of themselves for real this time. And again, a time passed is not an apology. This person could also be used to that. Somebody is used to some type of patterns, and you have broken that cycle, you have broken those patterns, and now they know, like, oh my god, I have really really fucked up, with divine feminine, okay, here or whatever. All right. um Somebody's not able to also I don't, somebody is just okay, like, girl, somebody's not able to triangulate you anymore. This could be by, God forbid, I don't know if you're with this person and they kind of ogle other people in public, or maybe you walk by and you see them looking at other people's pictures, on Instagram or something like that. Um, or there's some type of, they're not able, okay, they're not able to trigger you anymore. Okay, that's what I'm like. Okay, this is just nonsense here. All right, let me write this down for I forget. Okay. They can't trigger you anymore. Okay. Somebody, their tactics just like do not work anymore. Okay. So somebody is not able to trigger you. They're not able to make you feel insecure by, oh, what you think, and it may be something slick, seemingly innocent. Oh, babe, look at her outfit. That might look cute on you. Knowing damn well you and this person that they're showing you the picture of, you're two different fucking sizes. Okay. You may be on a new workout regimen, or something that you're doing, and maybe it's working. Maybe you looking good. Maybe you feeling good about yourself. And this is somebody that will be like, oh, look at this outfit, or I saw this cute workout outfit. And they'll show you a picture who's supposed to be somebody who's supposed to be more fit, more pretty, whatever. And you're just like, oh, yeah, that's cute. All right. And then you go on about your business. And then they're like, damn, okay. Somebody is trying to trigger you, triangulate you, or in this shit you don't give a fuck. I promise you don't give a fuck, and it is messing with this person's soul, like either that they aren't able to trigger you with the things, the same tricks, trades, or whatever they used in the past. It just doesn't fucking work anymore. All right. Here. Now this person is choking on their own words. It is really giving me somebody stuck their foot in their mouth. It is giving me kind of, um, when this person does something and you call them on it, they could have dealt with you like, oh, well, like eat a dick type energy. And you have just returned. I feel like you are treating people how they treat you. Now that you're treating someone with the same energy and disrespect that they give you, they don't like it. Okay, here. And so it's like now someone is feeling the weight of their actions. Someone is feeling the weight of their own words. It is definitely okay, giving eat a dick. I also feel like if you're intimate with this person, okay, still just because whatever, okay. If you happen to be, you're not enthusiastic like you were before. You're not going crazy, somebody's ego. You fucking with somebody's ego who used to fuck with your confidence. All right, somebody who used to go out of their way to trigger you, fuck with your emotions, fuck up your nervous system, try to fuck up your day, make you feel insecure about yourself. Now you're returning that energy, but it's not even like you're doing it on purpose. You're just over this person and their shit and their fucking antics. All right, here. And so they can tell because of the energy that you're giving back, especially if you're sleeping with this person. You're not giving your all. If you're giving head, it's just like, okay, just like okay, you ready? Okay, and like just barely. Okay, here, maybe you used to do all of the work or something like that, and now since you're acting, uninterested, I'm hearing like you might not even be getting like uh uh what do you call it, aroused, and so now they're having to put in extra work now where it was you before. Somebody could have been like really selfish in bed before, and you were used to you trying to do all these acrobatics and stripper porn moves and all of that, because of their fucking mind games. Now that you done got hip to it, you're like, nah, fuck, I'm not doing all of that. Matter of fact, you ain't even, you're dealing with somebody like you ain't cute anymore. I'm telling you, they can feel that shit. And so now, again, the tables have turned, the energy has turned, and now they're having to go out of their way to even, it's fucking with their ego. And so it's like, oh, I know what'll get them, I'll FaceTime them and whatever, okay? That they're doing all these tricks and all these porn moves and all this stuff that you used to go out of your way to do, and you're just not fucking impressed, okay? Because I just feel like you're over it and it's freaking them out. All right. Yeah, I feel like this person used to be able to, say a little something. Y'all have an argument or whatever. They used to be able to, say a little something. They used to be able to talk in a certain tone, whisper, say this or that, and regardless if you was mad at them or not, you would be aroused. You be ready. Now, they going back, and again, it's because they do the same shit all the time. So now when they do it or they signal like they want to get intimate or whatever, you're just like, maybe you're just downright ignoring them. Okay, like let's go to the tarot on this. All right, here, but you really fucking with somebody's ego because, and again, it's just like, I just feel like you're tired of playing games with this fucking person. Nobody wants to feel like everything is a fucking game. Nigga, ain't shit funny. Okay? Ain't shit funny. I'm not laughing. All right? It's really giving like you need to grow the fuck up. Okay, here. You could have outgrown this person, outgrown this relationship. Um however this resonates, okay? Here, whether it's a friendship, um it's just something, there's something toxic that you used to be able to cope and deal with, and you're not here for that shit anymore. You're not doing that, and this is signaling to somebody that it may be the end of the road. This person is taking so long. This person doesn't know how to come to you and talk to you about this because they're just used to kind of doing the bare minimum to reel you back in. Yeah, 8 of Wands. This person now, now the shoe was on their foot where they're feeling like they got to work overtime just to get your attention because they can feel you're in this energy of just not wanting to fucking deal with them anymore. Okay. They feel like the odds are stacked against them when it comes to saving this relationship, saving this connection, because again, they've had so many fucking offenses, right? You could have been asking them about this and that. This Ace of Swords is in reverse. This could be a fucking habitual liar. This somebody that will lie about the most insane shit ever. shit that just don't even need to be, like, why are you lying about that? I can't, baby, I can't stand a liar, okay? Like, and I feel like that's a lot of people because it's just like you never know where you stand with a fucking liar, because it's just kind of diabolical, right? Here. And I feel like even at this point, you don't even give a fuck about the truth. You don't give a fuck about them changing their behavior. You don't give a fuck about them making it up to you. You know what I mean? Like, it's very much giving that, you're beyond, especially if it's a friendship, you are beyond, a relationship trying to work this out, trying any fucking thing, and they can feel it. All right, they can definitely feel it. All right, if they've been doing something behind your back, you know about this. You may not have said anything, but it's like, and they can feel it. You're really ice. You're really, giving them the cold shoulder, and they can really feel this. Okay. King of Swords with this Emperor card, they um they could be used to, when you try to ask them something and knowing that they're a fucking liar, fucking lying, it's like, well, I'll go cold, I'll just be an asshole. And they could use being cold and distant to control the dynamics of the relationship. Okay, this is a very manipulative fucking person. All right, here, but again, with this Four of Pentacles, that shit don't fucking work anymore. Okay, so they could be like, oh well, I'm leaving, or I ain't got time for this. They leave, they grab their fucking keys, they getting down the road, they picking up the phone like, okay, they finna call me in 5, 4, 3, 2, and you don't fucking call. And they're like, well, damn. They checking to see is the phone on. They checking to see is the volume on. Like, what the fuck is going on? Okay. Somebody knows that it is fucking over. Okay. Because you're not fighting for them. You're not fighting to clear the air. You're not fighting to get clarity. You're not fighting to get fucking understanding. Yeah. 22, 22. All right. Here, Four of Pentacles and Five of Cups. You're at the end of your fucking roast with this person, and you're just tired of them playing in your face. Okay, here with this Three of Swords energy. All right, and I feel like you may even be a little bit reluctant. Okay, but you know that it's just time to separate. I just feel like you're so fucking disappointed in this fucking person. All right, and their bullshit. All right. Three of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and this Hermit. And after some fucking conflict, after some contemplation, so taking some time to yourself, I think you figured out that this person enjoys toying with you. All right, here, because there's this Four of Cups energy. It's like somebody knowing that you like or that you want something and then purposely not giving it to you or purposely fucking up. All right. You could be like, oh, my favorite cake is lemon. They know that. All right. They know you love lemon. They know you love lemon. You could have been talking all week like, damn, I've been meaning to go to the store to get me some lemon cake. I've been, or whatever. Okay, and y'all get into a whatever fight, spat, whatever, and then they come home, they be like, oh, I brought you some cake, and it's chocolate cake, and you're allergic to fucking chocolate. This is the type of shenanigans, you know what I mean? Like, just doing shit just to get a reaction, just to, you know what I mean? Because you're not talking to them, or just because, they want to annoy you, or whatever. There's a real conniving type of energy with this fucking person. And again, I just feel like you're fucking over it. You're fucking done. All right. Yeah. Like, I feel like you done caught on, all right, that this person may be in secret competition with you with this Five of Swords energy, how they moving, okay, or whatever. This person could be jealous because you're beautiful, you're youthful. All right, we got the Knight of Wands, okay, here, and the Queen of Wands. All right, and again, I feel like in the past they could have tried to triangulate you again. Like, there's some energy about, trying to say stuff to make you feel like you need to compare yourself. I don't know how old you are or whatever, but maybe somebody who's fresher, younger, or vice versa, older, more mature, whatever the fuck this is. I feel like it no longer works because how comfortable and confident you are in your energy, right? So if you're a younger person and they were trying to triangulate you, like, oh, you're still young, that's why usually they older women, because they're mature and they, this and that and that. Or if you're older, they'll be like, well, this is my, I've always dated younger women because of this, because, oh, you older women, blah blah blah. Now with that five of swords, that shit don't fucking work, because I'm everyone. Okay, you embody all of that shit. Okay, you have the maturity and you look fucking good. Whether you're older, you look fucking good for your age, or if you're younger, you're way, you've gotten your smarts up, you've gotten your book knowledge, something, you've leveled up. So they can't use that shit anymore. It doesn't fucking work. And it's fucking with their soul like ether. And again, it's the fact that you can see them scrambling, trying to do stuff to trigger you, that lets you know, like, bitch, something fucking wrong with you. Okay. Here. So that is the current energy that I have. All right. There. What did I say here? They can't trigger you anymore. Okay, they can't trigger you anymore. So be prepared for the games, or whatever. They can feel you leaving. They can feel like you finna dump them any fucking second now, or you're really standing on business about whatever you said, this separation or whatever, and they know, because they can't fucking trigger you no more. All right. If you need a personal, well, of course, reach out to me for personal readings. Again, if you're a member of VIP, you do get a discount there. All right. Until then, I will see you on the next one.